Do you use flushable wipes? Well, here's the thing. A lot of people do, and I think a lot of plumbers should know there's a flushable wipe out there that you can actually use that will not cause problems. So in this video, the thing I'm gonna ask is, do you like the way flushable wipes make you feel? Because I gotta tell you, I do. And I understand that some of our customers are gonna use them no matter what. If you like the way they feel, I'm gonna give you my opinion and explain to you why there is a flushable wipe that you can use that is not going to damage your plumbing system or anything having to do with it. A lot of flushable wipes end up in the sewer system on the way to the municipality, the water treatment plant. Well, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do two different tests. I'm going to do a test where I fill up jars with 8 ounces of water and toilet tissue, Cottonelle Flushable Wipes, and baby wipe. I'm gonna shake it up and let you see what it does. But before I do that, I'm gonna do the exact same thing over here. Toilet paper, Cottonelle Flushable Wipe, and a baby wipe. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set them aside. I'm gonna let them sit there for 24 hours and come back and take them out of the jar and show you what they do then. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, first of all, this video is sponsored by Cottonelle. They reached out to me and I actually did testing before I said yes that I would work with them. And I'm glad that I did, because I think as plumbers, we need to be able to give our customers a better option. If you walk into someone's house and you see any type wipes on the back of the toilet tank, you need to let them know really there's only one brand worth recommending. So what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna put 8 ounces of water in 3 different jars. Okay, so I've got water in these 3 jars here. Now, I've got to go get more water. All right, so I've got more water here. So I'm going to go ahead and put 8 ounces in each one of these also. Okay, so each of these jars now have 8 ounces and we've got them marked. Baby wipe, Cottonelle, toilet paper. So let's go ahead and get the product out and we'll put them in each one. So I'm gonna tear off 3 squares, which is probably equivalent to about what a wipe is. So I'm gonna drop 3 squares in there. And I'm gonna drop 3 squares in there and I'm gonna set that out of the way. Then I'm gonna take the Cottonelle Flushable Wipe, open it up. And as you see, I'm opening a brand new pack, so I haven't done anything to it. I'm gonna put 1 in here and 1 in here. And then I'm gonna take a baby wipe. And I'm gonna put a baby wipe in each one of these. Now, as you can see, baby wipe, Cottonelle, toilet paper, and I'm actually going to slide these over out of the way because this is where we're going to do our time lapse. Already got it all set up. We've got a camera set up, recording all that, so we're good to go. So these on the toilet paper, I'm going to set right over here. Cottonelle, set right here. And the baby wipe, I'm going to set right there. So now I've got the timer set up down here. All I've got to do is press start. What I'm going to do is I'll count as it gets to a number where I'm going to count from. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm a plumber, so I'm gonna use a garbage disposal tool to help me fish these out. So we're gonna start, I'm gonna start with the toilet paper. I'm just gonna get the timer running. So I'm gonna get the toilet paper and I'm gonna shake it for 5 seconds, starting now. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. And I'm gonna look at it, and as you can see, it's pretty disintegrated. There's not a lot in there. Now, that's exactly what you want. You actually want your toilet paper, whatever you're flushing down the toilet, to go ahead and disintegrate. The reason being, you don't get any clog in there. So now I'm gonna do the same thing with the Cottonelle Flushable Wipe and start now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'll open it up. Now, it's in about the same condition. Pieces are a little bit bigger, but it has fallen apart. It has disintegrated. Now, the pieces that I can pull up, as you see, they're all falling completely apart. All right, so let's open this up. And as you can see, pieces I'm trying to pull up, they're disintegrated too. They are falling apart, and even the ones that have not come completely apart, I can't hardly get off the tool. Very good. Now let's go for the baby wipes and see what they look like. Oh, shake it up first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, it doesn't matter where I pull it from, it all comes out in one piece. Now, you saw how much the toilet paper disintegrated. You saw how much the Cottonelle Flushable Wipe disintegrated. As you see, the baby wipe is still in one whole piece. So let's try something. Let's put it back in. And let's shake it for 5 seconds again, just to see what it'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not getting any pieces. All I can get is one big piece. And as you can see, I'm trying not to drip water all over the desk. As you can see, it is still in one big piece. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull it apart. Now, as you can see, I'm actually pulling here, and it's trying to hold together. And that's what happens when it gets down into a sewer. So if you're a homeowner, if you're a plumber, I want you to understand that these don't just come apart very easy. So what happens is, if these get caught up on the inside of your cast iron pipes or anything like that, as long as they're there, they're gonna hold together. They're not gonna break down very easy. The reason being, baby wipes are made with a plastic binding fiber. And the one thing I can tell you about the Cottonelle Flushable Wipes is it's a 100% biodegradable fiber that holds them together. That is a lot of the big difference, is that these just do not come apart. Now, don't get me wrong, I can pull it apart, but you want something that'll break down and dissolve. As you saw, the Cottonelle Flushable Wipe almost dissolved as much as the toilet paper did. That's what you want. And this was literally it just being in the jar for a minute, shaking it for about 5 seconds, and then pulling it out. So as you can see, this one has been shaken twice now for 5 seconds, and still I had to really pull on it to pull it apart. This is why when I walk into a house, if I see the customer is using wipes, I ask them what type flushable wipes they're using, what brands they use. The reason is there's only one brand that I know that completely dissolves like that. So let's come back in 24 hours. Let's see how these do setting overnight, and then let me show you the difference in them then. So as you know, just over 24 hours ago, we actually put a baby wipe, Cottonelle Flushable Wipes, and toilet paper into jars. Now, we haven't shaken them. So if you look at the toilet paper, it looks like it's in pristine condition, as does the Cottonelle Flushable Wipe, as does the baby wipe. So what we're gonna do is actually open them up. So I'm opening up the toilet paper here, and I'm gonna reach in and grab it and pull it out. And as you can see, it's not coming out very well, but what does come out, it pulls apart very easy. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and close this back up. Now the second one, this is the Cottonelle Flushable Wipe. And again, it's coming apart in pieces. I'll try to reach out and grab the whole thing. And it's just literally falling apart. So this is just 24 hours of just setting in the water. No shaking, no nothing. As you saw when we first pulled everything up here, it's in great condition. Now, this is the third one. This is the baby wipe. I'm gonna do the same on it. I'm gonna pull it up in one piece, or try to. Now, as you can see also, it is in good condition. But the thing is, I still got to pull, and as you see, it's not pulling apart. So this is what we run into. Now, can I pull it apart? Yeah, I can. But here's the thing. These are not disintegrating like the Cottonelle Flushable Wipe and the toilet paper after just sitting in water. So as you see, the toilet paper disintegrated, the Cottonelle Flushable Wipe disintegrated, and the baby wipe, we had to pull apart. Remember, baby wipes have plastic binding fibers to help hold them together. That's why they are not recommended to ever flush down your toilet or put in the sewer system. If you're a plumber, if you're a homeowner, I would love for you to do this test at home yourself, just so you see what I'm doing. It is literally very simple, very easy to do. And I hope that by you seeing this, you understand if you are a plumber or you are a homeowner, there's really only one brand that you should be using or recommending. And it's definitely the Cottonelle Flushable Wipes. Once again, thank you to the people at Cottonelle for sponsoring this video. And I've got to tell you, after doing the test, I'm 100% in agreement with Cottonelle. The Cottonelle Flushable Wipes do disintegrate like toilet paper and fall apart like they should. Anyway, this is what I recommend, and if you're a plumber, I really hope you're recommending it too. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I'll see you in the next video if you don't get flushed.